Good evening and welcome to the Channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. More than 135 million people across the United States are bracing themselves for a once-in-a-generation storm, with temperatures reaching as low as minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The alerts stretch from coast to coast and reach as far south as the US-Mexico border and Florida. Footage here from Rapid City in South Dakota of strong winds and snow covering everything in the storm's path. And this the scene in North Dakota. More than 135 million people are under weekend weather alerts ahead of the busiest travel days of the year. Here in Montana, it is so cold that boiling water instantly turns to snow. Major airports have cancelled thousands of flights as the storm intensifies. Plunging temperatures of minus 50 and minus 70 degrees Fahrenheit are possible in some parts of the country. Experts warn this could lead to frostbite within 5 to 10 minutes. Speaking in the Oval Office ahead of a weather briefing, President Joe Biden advised those with holiday travel plans to leave now before conditions worsen.
Please take this storm extremely seriously. And I don't know whether your bosses will let you, but if you all have travel plans, leave now. Not a joke. I'm sending my staff, if they had plans to leave on tomorrow, it's late tonight or tomorrow, I'm telling them to leave now. They can talk to me on the phone. It's not life and death, but it will be if they don't get out. They may not get out.
A gunman has opened fire in central Paris, killing 2 people and wounding 4 others. The shooting took place close to a Kurdish cultural centre not far from the Gare de l'Est station. A suspect, aged 69, was quickly detained by police in connection with the attack. Authorities appealed for people to avoid the area in Rue d'Enghien in the 10th district in Strasbourg-Saint-Denis. A French serial killer known as the Serpent, convicted of several tourist murders in Asia in the 1970s, has been released from a Nepalese prison. Charles Sobrage, seen here leaving prison surrounded by guards, was freed after a court ruled in favour of his age and good behaviour. There is intense media interest in him after the story was covered in the TV drama The Serpent. The notorious killer had been concurrently serving 2 sentences, each 20 years, in Nepal's capital Kathmandu for the 1975 murder of an American woman and her Canadian backpacker friend. But Nepal's Supreme Court ordered Sobrage's release after his legal team successfully filed a petition claiming he should be given a concession on his prison term due to health reasons. A suicide car bombing at a checkpoint in Pakistan's capital of Islamabad has killed 1 police officer and injured several others, that's according to the Interior Ministry. Initial information indicates there were a man and a woman in the car, and the man blew himself up during a body search. The car was packed with explosives and headed for a high-value target in the capital. The bombing took place near police headquarters on a main road that leads to government buildings housing the country's parliament and high offices. The former FTX boss, Sam Bankman-Fried, will face home detention while awaiting trial in the US on charges that he defrauded customers and investors of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange. A US judge said the 30-year-old former billionaire could be released to his parents on a $250 million bond. At the hearing, Mr. Bankman-Fried did not admit or deny guilt. 2 of Mr. Bankman-Fried's closest colleagues pleaded guilty to fraud on Wednesday and are helping with the investigation. And at a refugee camp in southern Chad, around 300 children got to share in the global Christmas spirit thanks to a visit from Santa Claus. Chad itself, one of the poorest countries in the world, hosts more than 600,000 refugees displaced by conflicts across Central Africa. Many of the children living in the Dembo refugee camp have never had the chance to celebrate the holiday or even received a Christmas gift. But thanks to a Christmas tree ceremony organised by the World Bank, many got to celebrate for the very first time. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel studios in Lagos.